You know the feeling. You've had a long, draining day, and your body is completely exhausted. But as you stare at the ceiling, in the dark, sleep simply refuses to come. You probably spent the afternoon relying on coffee just to keep your eyes open. Yet the exact moment your head hits the pillow, your brain decides to switch into overdrive. This anticipation creates a specific psychological reaction, known dread. As bedtime gets closer, you start worrying about the fact that you aren't going to be able to sleep. That mounting worry twists your bedroom from a quiet place of rest into a high-pressure environment where you're fighting your own racing thoughts. This flowchart shows exactly what is happening, a circular, infinite feedback loop. Chronic sleeplessness is a biological trap where your anxious brain actively sabotages your body's ability to recharge. To understand why this happens, we have to look past the physical mattress and blankets and examine your internal chemistry. When anxiety spikes in that quiet room, your brain misinterprets the silence. It thinks you are in immediate physical danger, and it triggers your fight or flight response. This diagram maps the chemical reaction. Your adrenal system floods your blood with cortisol, preparing your body to run instead of rest. This spike forces physical changes. Your heart races while lying still, your jaw tightens, night sweats begin, and legs become restless. After a night of this internal chemical warfare, the sound of your alarm clock is incredibly jarring. You're hit with intense morning exhaustion. Because your brain failed to recharge, doing something as simple as standing in the shower requires enormous, heavy effort. Waking up in this state means you aren't getting a fresh start. Today is already a casualty of last night's unchecked anxiety. By the time you navigate through your busy workspace or daily routine, the effects compound. You hit the afternoon crash. Physical tiredness reaches its absolute peak, and a heavy mental fog settles in, making it difficult to remember details or make decisions. To survive this window and maintain any level of functionality, you consume heavy amounts of caffeine. All of this daytime irritability, cognitive strain, and constant background worry accumulates. Hour by hour, it pushes your body's overall baseline stress levels higher. This 24-hour timeline graph charts this progression. By evening, your baseline anxiety has compounded, starting from a significantly higher point than the night before. Starting at this higher stress level, your fight or flight response triggers faster and hits harder as the graph loops to night. Severe physical exhaustion actually makes it harder for your brain to fall asleep. You become locked in a self-sustaining engine of fatigue. Taking back your rest requires breaking that biological engine. To stop a self-sustaining loop, you have to apply targeted, strategic disruptions at highly specific weak points throughout your day and night. You can start with physical daytime resets. This means enforcing a strict, consistent wake-up routine every single morning and cutting off all caffeine by 2 in the afternoon. Next, apply psychological resets at night. Eliminate blue light 1 hour before bed and use a worry journal to physically write down and offload racing thoughts. But these habits have limits. If your sleeplessness has dragged on for weeks, strained your relationships, or pushed you to rely on pills or alcohol, your biological loop is deeply entrenched. That requires professional medical intervention. Arka Anugraha Hospital in Bangalore provides specialized care for patients suffering from these exact persistent anxiety sleep disorders. Their team specializes in diagnosing the underlying triggers of this cortisol cycle, moving beyond home habits to clinical treatment for both the mental and physical components of sleep disorders. You can schedule a consultation with the Arka Anugraha team to address the specific biological drivers of your cycle. Recognizing the mechanics of this biological loop is the first step towards stopping it. Working with experts who treat the intersection of anxiety and sleep allows you to reset your internal chemistry and return to a natural sleep rhythm.